Hi, my name is Amar. In this video, I will discuss about scroll controller and scroll notification. With the help of scroll controller, we can move up or down in the list view, as well as we can move to a specific position in the list view. With the help of scroll notification, we can track whether the scroll has been started, updated, or it is ended. Now here what I have done, I have created a project named as scroll controller notification with the help of get CLI tool. Okay. Now after that, in the home view, if you expand this folder, then in the lib app modules home views, you will get home underscore view file. Here I will write the code to design. Okay. Now here you can see in the app bar, I have given the text as scroll controller or notification. In the action, I have created two icon buttons. Okay. And for the first icon button, I have given the icon as arrow circle up, and for the second icon button, I have given the icon as arrow circle down. Okay. And whenever these icon buttons will be pressed, some actions will be performed, which I will discuss later on. Okay. Now, in the body, I have taken a column widget, and in the cross axis alignment, I have set its value as stretch. Now in the children, what I will do, in the children here, I will create a container. Okay. Container, and I will give the child as text. Let me give it as scroll position. Here I will give the color of the container as colors dot deep purple. Okay. And here I will give a padding of 8 dp from all sides. Edge insets dot all 8. Okay. Now let me save this. If I save this, then you will see a container is generated here. Okay. Now what I will do is that, let me change the color of the text as well. Style, text style, and here in the color I will pass colors dot white. Okay. And let me give a font size as well. Let me give the font size as 14. Okay. Let me save this. Now if I save this, then you can see here this container has been created with the deep purple background, and in the text scroll position has been displayed. Actually in this text I will display whether we are at the top of the list view or we are at the bottom of the list view. Now how that will be done, that I will discuss later on. Okay. Now after that, here I will create a sized box, and I will give a height as, let it be 10. Okay. And here again I will copy this container. Let me paste it here, and let me change its color to red. Okay. And here let me change it to scroll notification. Let me save this. Now in the output you can see again this container is created with this scroll notification text. In this text actually I will display whether the scroll has been started, updated, or ended. Now how it will be done, that I will discuss later on. Okay. Now here again I will use expanded widget. Now in the expanded widget, as a child, I will use notification listener. Means if you want to track the scroll, if you want to track whether the scroll has been updated, started, or ended, at that time your list view should be wrapped inside notification listener. That's why here I am using notification listener. Okay. Now in the notification listener, here I will pass scroll notification. Right. Now here it takes a parameter which is called as the on notification. Now in the on notification, here I will pass scroll notification. Now here I need to write the code what will happen whenever the scroll starts, updated, or it is ended. Okay. So here I will write if scroll notification is scroll notification scroll start notification, then what will happen? Okay, this means what will happen whenever the scroll starts. Similarly, let me copy this, let me paste it here. Else if whenever the scroll update notification, then what will happen? And whenever scroll end notification, then what will happen? So whenever the scroll starts, at that time this portion will execute. Whenever the scroll updates, at that time this block will execute, and whenever the scroll ends, at that time this block will execute. Okay, now as a child of this notification listener, I will use a list builder. Okay, so in the child here I will use list view dot builder. Okay, now here in the item builder I will pass context index, and here I will return a list tile. Okay, in the list tile as a title I will pass a text widget. Here I need to put a semicolon, and here in the title I will pass item index is dollar index. Okay, and in the list view builder here I will specify what will be the number of item count. Okay, and to do that here I will specify item count and let it be 50. Okay, now let me save this. Now once I save this, then you will see the list view has been created. Now what I want is that whenever I will scroll, and if I reaches the bottom, at that time in this scroll position text the message should be displayed as reached at bottom, and whenever we reach at the top, at that time here it should be displayed that reach at the top. Okay, similarly whenever the scroll starts or scroll ended, at that time that particular message should be updated in this scroll notification text. Okay, and to do that let me move to the home controller. In the home controller we need to write the code. Okay, so here in the home controller what I will do, here I will create a variable where scroll message equals to, let it be reactive. Similarly where scroll notification message equals to blank OBS. Both these variables are reactive. Okay, so this scroll message variable will contain whether we are at the top of the list or we are at the bottom of the list. Similarly this scroll notification message will contain whether the scroll has been started, updated or ended. Okay, now let me move to the home view part. In the home view part what I will do, for the first container, that is scroll position, here I will use the OBX widget. Okay, OBX, and inside this OBX widget I will wrap this text widget. Right, let me paste it here. Okay, and here instead of scroll position, here I will write controller dot scroll message. Okay, similarly scroll message dot value actually. Similarly for this container here again I will use OBX, and inside this OBX I will wrap this text widget. Okay, and instead of this scroll notification, here I will write controller dot scroll notification message dot value. Okay, now let me do a hard refresh. Okay, now since initially the value of both the variables are blank, that's why here you can see in the output this text disappear. Okay, now here I will create the object of scroll controller. Okay, now inside the on init method, let me import the package as well. Inside the on init method, what I will do, I will create the object of the scroll controller. Scroll controller equals to scroll controller, right? Okay, now here I will add a listener with the scroll controller like this. Scroll controller dot add listener. Now here we need to write the code. Okay, now here I will check. Here I will check if scroll controller dot offset is greater than equals to scroll controller dot position dot max scroll extent. This means whether we have reached the bottom of the list view. Okay, as well as I will check and scroll controller dot position dot out of range. If it is not out of range, then the variable scroll message dot value will be equals to reached at bottom. Okay, so whenever we scroll in the list view and if it checks that the scroll controller dot offset is greater than equals to scroll controller dot position dot max scroll content, and if the scroll control position is not out of range, then the value of this scroll message will be reached at bottom, right? Similarly, what I will do, I will simply copy this and I will paste it here. Now here instead of greater than, here I will check less than. Okay, and whenever it is less than, then obviously it will be reached at top, right? Now what I will do, I will attach this scroll controller with the list view. So let me move to the view part. In the view part, in the list view, here I will use controller, and here I will write controller, which is nothing but the instance of the home controller dot scroll controller. Okay, now let me do a hard refresh. Okay, now let me scroll it. Now once I scroll it, then you can see that when I reach at the bottom, the message is not changing. Let me check the code. Reached at bottom, reached at top, reached, sorry, it will not be max scroll content, it will be min scroll content. Okay, now let me do a hard refresh once again. Okay, now if I scroll it and if I reach at the bottom, then you can see the message is displayed as reached at bottom, right? Similarly, when I scroll down, at that time when I reach at the top, then you can see the text has been updated to reached at top. Okay, so whenever we are scrolling and whenever we reaches at the top, then this text is changed to reached at top, and whenever I reached at bottom, at that time this text is changed to reached at bottom. Okay, now here I will create two methods to scroll up and down manually. Okay, so here I am creating a method scroll up, and here I will write the code. Here I am writing scroll controller dot animate to. This means if you want to scroll up or down with animation, then we need to use this animate to method. Okay, now in the first parameter we need to specify the offset. So here I am writing scroll controller dot offset. After that, here I am writing by how many pixels you want to scroll up. So here I am specifying the pixel as 50. Okay, and in the duration I am specifying as, let it be duration milliseconds, let it be 500, and in the curve I am specifying curves dot, let it be linear. Okay, so here in the scroll up method I have written scroll controller dot animate to, means if you want to scroll up with animation then we need to use this animate to method. And after that here I have specified the offset as scroll controller dot offset -50, means by how many pixels you want to move up. In the duration I have specified the value as 500 millisecond, and in the curve I have specified curves dot linear. Okay, now here similarly I will create the method to scroll down. Okay, and in the scroll down here I will write, since it is scrolling down, that's why here I will write +50. Okay, now after that let me move to the home view part. Now in the action, if you remember, I have created two icon buttons. Now whenever this icon button will be pressed, at that time obviously I will call controller dot scroll up. Okay, and similarly whenever this icon button will be pressed, at that time I will call controller dot scroll down. Okay, now let me save. Now if I click here in up, then you can see it is scrolling up. Similarly whenever I click here, at that time you can see it is scrolling down. Okay, but if you don't want the animation, then instead of calling the animate to method, what you can do, you can write scroll controller dot jump to. Okay, this method you can use, copy paste. Okay, similarly here also if you don't want the animation, and paste it here, here the offset will be +50. Okay, this is how we can move manually whenever these buttons are clicked. Okay, now here I will create the methods to track the scroll notification, means whether it is started, updated or ended. Okay, so here I am creating the method void start, and here I will write scroll notification message dot value equals to, here I will write started. Let me copy this. Here I will write update, updated, and here I will write end, and here I will write ended. Okay, now this is a predefined method, that's why instead of writing update, here we need to use the method as update scroll updated. Okay, now let me move to the home view part. In the home view part, here if you remember, I told you that whenever the scroll started, at that time this block will execute. So here I will write controller dot start. Okay, let me copy this, and whenever there will be a update, then this block will execute. Here I will call update scroll, and whenever the scroll ends, at that time this will be called controller dot end. Okay, now let me do a hard refresh once again. Okay, now if I scroll, then you can see the message is changing here. Once the scroll ends, at that time this ended message is displayed. Whenever the scroll is started, at that time started and updated, these messages are displayed here. Similarly, if I click here also, then you can see started, updated. Once I stop, at that time this ended message is displayed. This is how we can work with the scroll controller and scroll notification. I hope you have liked my video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching.